So today I wanted to talk about the AKB48 concert coming up on September, I think. It's been bothering me for a while. So we're going to go one by one on like what to expect for every concert. I went to the website, so you can just go to the website and look at it yourself. Yeah, we're gonna talk together about it because not many people talk about this, you know. The concert is gonna be on Saturday the 26th. There'll be 2 concerts and one on the 27th of September. And right now they're only open pre-orders for the fan club and the video warehouse, which is something else that I want to talk about. The video warehouse is no longer available for foreigner fans. It's no longer available worldwide. It's only available in Japan. Actually, I think that's something that has to do with the Japanese government right now, because the current government are very anti-foreigner. So I did notice that as soon as the new prime minister came in, that's when all the accessibility for foreigner people to enter Japanese websites were completely shut down. That's also the moment that AKB48, the group archive video website, was shut down for foreigner fans. So now you cannot access the website. If you access the website, it says you can only access the website in Japan, and you have to cancel any subscription that you have with the website. So I have to cancel my subscription because I was subscribed to it, so I can no longer use it. I haven't tried the fan club yet. But once I go to an AKB48 concert again, I have to sign up for that, and I'll make a video about it later. But I think that one is still available for us to sign. The problem is that this is a Lawson sponsored concert, so all of the tickets are being sold on Lawson. The problem is that Lawson ticket is like very anti-foreigners for buying. I don't know if they're anti-foreigners in general, but I mean like anti-foreigner buying their tickets. They have a different website for foreigners and a different website for like Japanese, and this is only being sold in the Japanese website as far as I know. So the problem with Lawson is that for you to apply for a Lawson ticket, you have to have a Japanese phone number, because you have to have the app, which is only available in Japan. And then apart from that, they don't accept any payments for any foreigner credit cards or payment. Even if you have the phone number or if you have a Japanese credit card, you cannot access the Lawson ticket website. It will tell you that there is whenever you try to apply. You can do everything, but as long when you try to apply, it's going to tell you there is a problem and you're not able to access the website. Even if you want to go to your profile, it will tell you you're not allowed to go into the website. September 26th in the morning is going to be the concert for only the AKB48 Senbatsu, and it's going to be focused on the new single, which is Suki-ish. If the first day sells out, that means I think that means that if that one sells out, now every single AKB48 concert is going to be only Senbatsu and no regular members. So that's a very dangerous thing, because that means that if you're a fan of like one of the least regular members, like Saho-chan or something like that, then she will never show up in a concert again. or if they show up, it might be as like background dancers, not as main cast, you know. So the concert is gonna be divided into different stages. You can probably see that picture right now on the screen. The most expensive seat, which is gonna be like right around the platform, the catwalk, is gonna be $380, roughly right now 375 Australian dollars. Let's just say dollars because it's much easier. So $380 for one of the seats around the platform. Then, and the next one, which is in the corners of the first row, like right in front of the stage, is going to be $220. Also, the photographer seat is going to be $220. The problem with that is photographer seat doesn't mean that you're allowed to film or take pictures. It just means that there's only people who can bring their like heavy, expensive, like HD, ultra 6K camera, you know, and you're only allowed to take pictures of like specific moments. They're gonna tell you in the concert, like, oh, you can, now every person who can take a picture, you're allowed to take a picture now. Also, it says so in the terms and conditions that you cannot use phone. Those are forbidden. You can only use a big professional camera or those small digital cameras, but you're not allowed to use phones, and you're also not allowed to film on any of the devices that you have. You can only take pictures. So if you're thinking of applying in a photographer area, just have that in mind. You cannot have a phone. You cannot use your phone. You can only use a professional camera. So everyone around you will have a professional camera. You cannot bring stands or anything like that. You have to like hold it by hand, and it has to be like at your height level. You cannot be high. You cannot do that because of surrounding people. You also have rollback seats, which are the very on the middle and the corner, which is $180. The woman area is only for women. So if someone who is male or male-like gets one of the seats, they will refuse you entry. Wheelchair seating, that's $120. Lower stand seats, which is like the first row of the stands, is $120. Reserve seating is $98, and middle stand seats, which is like the very back, the very high seats, is $68. Reserve seating, there's a difference between reserve seating and seating. One of them is like you have to sit down and you cannot stand up. I think reserve seating is the ones that you have to sit down and you cannot stand up, and then the other seating is the ones that you can sit but you can also stand up. So the one that is $98, I think that's for sitting only. You cannot stand up. and middle stand seats are at the very back. That's the cheapest one. So like if you wanna go to all concerts, you probably have to go for that one because depending on your budget, you know. What I'm seeing here is that both concerts on Saturday are gonna be priced at that price. That's gonna be the set price for each seat on that day. The second concert, the one where everyone is included, that's probably the most fair for all the members because it includes the main senbatsu and also the other members, and that would also like give rotation into like, you know, putting exposure in members that don't get as much exposure, and they might get more fans out of that. I think that's the best concert when you think about the future, because the senbatsu members, they can leave at any moment. They don't need AKB, you know. They don't need AKB. They only stay in AKB because they love AKB, not because they need AKB. While the other members stay because they need AKB, not because they love AKB. But if they left the group, then they will probably struggle more than the senbatsu members. They can just leave and they can get work anywhere else, you know. So yeah, I think that the second concert is the better option for all of the three concerts in general. Now we move to the last concert, which is on Sunday night, which is going to be the sitting senbatsu. I'm going to call it the sitting senbatsu because it's the election. You can only buy tickets for your favorite member, and there are three different seatings. There's a favorite seat, which is every seat, which is $120, a DD seat, which is $120 as well, and the wheelchair seating, which is $120 as well. I don't know what they mean by DD seats. I'm guessing that favorite seats is like member only, so you apply for the member that you want. So I'm an AKB48 Chiba Eri Oshi, so I will apply for tickets for the Chiba Eri seating. The problem is that at the moment you can buy up to 4 tickets. So one person can buy 4 tickets for the favorite member, for the last day. But those 4 tickets, they have to be under a name. So it could be like one person buys 4 tickets, but before they apply for the lottery, they have to put the name of 3 different people in that lottery, you know. And if that person wins, then those 4 tickets, they have to sell it or just have it empty, you know. And if they give it to someone else, they have to like transfer the ticket to the other different account. It's like some big process of it. So there might be a problem because if one person buys like 4 tickets or like whatever you're allowed to buy for the concert for one member, then that means, and they are not able to sell those tickets because, you know, they check your government ID before you enter. You have to show your face and the name has to match the ticket. That will mean like many of those seats are going to be empty in the concert. Even if it sells out, it's going to be like one person and 3 empty seats, you know. So that is a big problem. I think I can see it already, but I'm pretty sure that one is going to be selling out the most. And the DD seats, I think, is like just anyone. So it's not a specific member seat. It's just like a random, like anyone who likes any member will sit there. And the wheelchair seating is obviously for wheelchairs. And this seating is like $120 for every single seat. So I'm pretty sure this one is going to sell out the most. And if that sells out the most, it means that from now on it's going to be all ticket applications might be under your favorite member seating if it sells out. Now, have in mind that this is right now for pre-order tickets, so later on it might change to Psycho, which is much easier for us foreigner fans to go in, or maybe because it's sponsored by Lawson, it might stay in Lawson, but they might open a special foreigners friendly page, but that will be later on. Also, something that they did before for the last concert, the spring concert, was that they opened a tourist visa application only page, which was only available for foreigners, but it was a ticket that was a bundle for a ticket and a hotel stay. You can only buy them together. You wouldn't be able to buy them separate. The problem with that was that they only have like a full month notice for that ticket. So the problem is that if you apply for the ticket, it's not even like guaranteed ticket. You have to go into lottery. So if you apply for the ticket, you have to wait until you win the lottery, and once you win the lottery, you have to pay for the ticket. And the problem with that is that if you travel before, 1 month and a half notice for you to travel somewhere with that much money is not good for us. You have to spend the $700 for the ticket, which is only lottery, and you can only know if you won the ticket like weeks before the concert starts. So let's say that you win the ticket and you win the lottery, and you only have like 2 weeks before the concert starts, and then you have to put the application for pay leave from work, for a holiday leave, and you also have to buy your ticket, which is like at that last notice. It can be like $1,000-$2,000 depending on where you live, and also hotel. Like if you might have like guaranteed hotel for that, but that's only for the days that they give you. If you want to stay for longer, you have to get another hotel somewhere else. And you know, if you've been to Japan, if you go to Japan, you have to book your hotel like months, like if not a year, months in advance. Otherwise, it's still out completely, and you only get the very, very expensive hotels left over. So that was obviously not good. It was like a slap on the face to every single fan overseas like me who has spent so much money in the AKB, but is not allowed to go to the concerts because I'm Japanese and not in the country. That was the worst thing that AKB could have done. And also, like when they announced the foreigner tickets, they only announced it in Japanese. They didn't announce it in any language. Even though Asai was the member in announcing it, nothing in it was in English. As I remember, nothing was everything was in Japanese. It wasn't in English. So I didn't actually know until I saw it on 48 Request Hour, the Twitter page. So just have in mind, maybe in the future, maybe like a month or so before the concert starts, it might be open for foreigner fans then. I do not think that the way that they're doing the concert now is good. Who knows what's going to happen? But yeah, it's up to you if you want to take the risk, if you have the time to do everything, because it's doable. Don't get me wrong, it is doable. Right now, you can do it. If you have the time, you have the resources, you have the money, you can do it. You can definitely do it. I've done it before, but it's definitely like a time consuming and quite difficult, very difficult for a foreigner fan to do it. And they might open it later on in the future, but they might not. Also, there is a chance that they might not do it. So don't have your hopes that they might open it for the future. So yeah, so if they keep on doing this for the future, they might not have people from overseas coming to the concerts, because it's going to be too expensive and too hard, compared to the AKB48 20th anniversary. You had like almost a year notice to go to the concert. That's why so many AKB48 fans from all over the world had time to prepare for that day. So that's why they have so many applications. But now that you have like a month notice, if you have less than a month notice for the concert for you to apply, you say nobody's going to go. None of us is going to prepare for that, because you just can't do it. But anyway, so as I said before, those are the three options. Whichever option wins is the one that's going to move from now on. We're going to start doing, which is quite dangerous for the other members. It's not fair. Also, it's very anti-foreigner, which is right now at the moment is very like the political climate of the country right now. It's sad, but that's the truth. They might open it for foreigner fans later, but there is no guarantee that they might do it. It's just they might do it. And if they do it, they might do it like weeks before the concert starts. So it's not good for us unless you have the money to do that at the time to do that, And yeah, so it's up to you if you want to do it. I'm not going to go to the concert this year, but hopefully next year I'm going to travel and because I do plan to visit every single 48 theater in the world, and I really want to do that in the future. So before I get too old to do that, so I want to do that. So anyway, that's it. Just leave in the comments what do you think. Like, what do you think about this concert? Because I think this is not good. It's like, I get it, but I wouldn't do that. Like, I keep on saying, if I own the AKB, I think AKB will do way better than it's doing now, because the way that management works with AKB is horrible. No wonder they lost popularity a long time ago. And now they're going to put all of their eggs in the Itomomo basket. It's just not good as well, because as soon as Itomomo leaves, then you're gonna have the same problem that we had when they put all their eggs on the Sakura and Jurina basket, and then they noticed that there was not a single AKB48 frontline member when they had all of the other groups in the group. So, and then that's when AKB48 decreased popularity. So I will do something completely different. Like, yeah, cut me. Like, if AKB48 staff and companies looking at this video, come talk to me. I'll work for you for free. Like, like I can do so much better. I swear to God, I can do so much better. Anyway, don't forget to like, don't forget to leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share this video or post this video, and don't forget to come back because we talk about AKB48 and all the things I like to collect, but mainly about AKB48. And yeah, and that's it. I'll see you again next time with another video, a completely different video than this. And yeah, anyway, see ya.